I've got a daughter. She's 3 years old right now. Thank God she's not, older, because hopefully there'll be a time for this to change. But like, I don't want her competing against dudes. I think you're twisting words. And it's like, okay, who's twisting words here? Who's twisting the words? It's like they're so certain of their stance that they then have the gall to say that, nah, it's you guys who are being tricky here. My hope for you guys is that some of you start to become a little bit bolder, that you become a little bit more willing to speak about these things, that you're willing to stand up for what is obvious truth and call out obvious bullshit. Yeah, so this one's a real wonderful one. Let me get this going here. All right, so this clip is like the perfect example of infuriating leftist insanity. And I don't want to make this like a full political channel, but like this is the kind of stuff that like I think has to be talked on, because it's just getting so crazy. It's just so crazy. So, all right, let's get into this here. All right, check this out. So this is, for context, if you guys all seen the thing with the, trans swimmer, the biological male who's competing against females and winning all these swimming championships. Okay. What's their name again? Do you remember?
You're asking the wrong guy.
I can't remember their. I'm so bad. We should have prepped this a little bit better. But anyway, this is a conversation between a woman and a man who are watching this swimming event going on, and it just is so perfect. Here you go.
Are you saying you think that his body is the same as the other girls in the pool?
Everybody is different.
So is saying his body is the same as every other body in the pool, and he says everybody's different. Everybody's different. Come on. It's that's not the same. Like, yes, some people are short, some people are tall. This person has cock and balls, and this one has ovaries. Okay, that's a significant difference, right? They're trying to get into this whole thing where it's like that doesn't matter. It's all just, all right. We all know that part. That's the obvious part. So, but let's continue on. I wish we had subtitles here. Maybe we'll put subtitles in when we're go through the editing. That'd be good.
No. Are you saying he doesn't have male organs?
So do you think that you know
Are you
everything
saying
about
he
it?
doesn't have male organs?
I don't think that I think you're twisting words, and I think you have no idea.
I love this. He says, like, you don't think he has male organs? And he says, she, and I think you're twisting words. And it's like, okay, who's twisting words here? Who's twisting the words? Who's saying that a man is a woman? Who's trying to completely redefine the way words worked since the dawn of time? You are trying to twist the words. And then it's like they're so certain of their stance that they then have the gall to say that, nah, it's you guys who are being tricky here.
Oh, actually, let me ask you.
Does he have, no, I'm a woman. That is not a woman.
Can I ask you a
That
question?
is not a woman.
Can I ask you a
Do
question?
you have ovaries?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on then ask.
Get ready for it. He's got a gotcha.
Are you a biologist?
Are you a biologist? It's like, all right, so that's like a classic logical fallacy, the appeal to authority. It's like, do you have the authority to even comment on this? And then her response is really pretty fantastic.
Oh my God, don't be ridiculous. I'm not a vet, but I know what a dog is. You rely on stupid arguments because you don't have an argument.
I love that. You rely on stupid arguments because you don't have an argument. And he's just like, so now he's in a tough spot here right now. Our friend who's fighting for the trans athlete, because he just got pretty horribly owned, and now he's got to turn to, all right, I got an inner toolkit here that I can use to solve this problem. And he could get mad and make a scene and that sort of thing, but he doesn't do that, which I do respect. He doesn't just call her racist or bigoted or anything like that. But what he does instead, I think, is in some ways even worse.
If you let me speak, we can talk about it.
I'm not an astrophysicist, but I know what space is.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you know how space works. I'm happy to have a real conversation with you if you'd like.
I'm happy to have a real conversation with you if you'd like. It's just like this whole idea that, all right, I'm going to take the high road. You are this little peon, and you better listen to me, okay? It's like it's only a real conversation if you're agreeing with their worldview. All right, and this is the thing that's just gotten me like so frustrated with it, that like the people who have been so utterly brainwashed, so perfectly brainwashed that they can sit in such smug self-confidence and speak absolute bullshit nonsense. That's the world we live in. And you know, I'm not trying to direct this at this fellow here. It's more just at like the culture in general, because this guy's a victim. Okay. Clearly this person has been so brainwashed that they don't know, you know, the sky is blue, right? They're literally, it's like the sky is green, 2 + 2 = 5. And this is the kind of world that we're living in. And so it's like the reason, like this seems like low hanging fruit kind of stuff to comment on. And I didn't really want to do it for a long time, but I feel like I have to now, because it's getting worse. It's not getting better. It's not like one of those things where it's just started to solve itself because, you know, people are getting told off. And like normally, like what I used to think is that this kind of crazy sort of stuff would get just shut down because people would have conversations with other people and other people would be like, you're fucking retarded. And then they just wouldn't say the stuff anymore. But instead, it's actually the opposite. They're finding other people who agree with them and they just keep saying it. And now it's actually impacting policy and lives everywhere. I've got a daughter. She's 3 years old right now. Thank God she's not, you know, older, because hopefully there'll be a time for this to change. But like, I don't want her competing against dudes. All right. You know, I have a lot of compassion for people who suffer from gender dysphoria. I really do. I think it's actually must be a horrible thing to go through. I think our culture is some ways promoting it and incentivizing it, which is a whole other topic. But the whole thing is like, I don't want her to have to compete against biological males. It's just not a good thing. It would completely ruin her chances to do good in sports, period. Right? She would just get completely destroyed by any Joanna man who wants to, you know, call himself a woman and then go out and compete against them. Right? And so it's like, this stuff has to be talked about because it's not getting better. And so my hope for you guys is that some of you start to become a little bit bolder, that you become a little bit more willing to speak about these things, that you're willing to stand up for what is obvious truth and call out obvious bullshit.